The next thing I'd like to show you how to do is to add or edit your hours on Marketplace. Now, your business might have a couple different kinds of hours. For example, a bank might have drive-through and lobby hours, and Marketplace can accommodate this. Here we have on Bank of the West, here are their lobby hours, and then they have their drive-through hours that open up like that. So let's go on to our test business here, and I'll show you how to do this. All right, you're logged in, and when you're on your business's Marketplace page, you'll see a button that says Edit Hours. You click on that, and you'll see the different hours that you already have created. In this case, we have business hours, so you can edit those or delete them, or you might want to add another group of hours or another set of hours. So let's say we want to do that. The first option here, hours type, a couple different choices. You might have business hours or kitchen hours, or if you select other, then you can type in this text box here whatever you'd like these hours to be called. So let's say lobby hours, just for an example. And then you have the 7 days of the week, and a few options for each. You're either open, closed, open 24 hours, or by appointment. So let's say we're closed on Sunday, but open Monday through Friday, and then closed again on Saturday. And then let's say we're open 8 until 5, and one thing I note here is that this is in a 24-hour format, and it kind of gives you a reminder of that here as you're entering your hours. So that means that 8 o'clock in the morning is going to be 800 hours, whereas, say, 5 o'clock or 5:30, that's going to be 1,700 hours, or 17:30 for 5:30 p.m. So there is no AM or PM, but it's all in this 24-hour format. And one quick way to get through filling out your hours is just to copy and paste like I'm doing here. And one question that comes up now and then is, well, what if I close at midnight? How would I enter that into the 24-hour format? And that is simply then just 0 hours like that. So this would be midnight. If it were 12:01 a.m., go like that, or 12:30 a.m. And then there's a text box for some additional info. You don't have a lot of room to write here, but you really can squeeze in about 2 or 3 sentences. So let's say appointments available by request. And once we filled out our hours, we hit save. And you'll see then I have 2 different kinds of hours now created, lobby hours and business hours. And there's really no limit to the amount of these kinds of hours that you could put onto Marketplace. One thing to look for, though, up here at the top it says make and then blank my default hours. What this is it allows you to control what hours are opened up for people when they first go onto your page. So for example, if I wanted people to see my business hours first, I would select business hours up here, or if I wanted my lobby hours to be shown first, I would just change that to lobby, hit save, and then here you can see here's our lobby hours, and see how they're opened up first, and then I have to click on the business hours to see them. And the same would be true if you have more than 2 of these. They would just scroll on down and people could select between them. But one of them is always open first, and that's whatever hours you have set as your default. Here you can see then the hours that we just created. There's the 12:30 a.m. There's the text box, what that looks like. And like I said, you could probably fit another sentence or 2 in this little area here. One more word about hours is that you can create as many of these boxes as you like to fit your needs. I've seen class schedules. I've seen restaurants that have differing hours for when their bar stays open versus when they stop serving food. So there's a lot of different things that you can accomplish in your hours section.